It was 2:13 in the morning, and I was one delivery away from calling it a night. After 6 hours of driving for Uber, I had earned exactly $47.12, half a burrito, and one 4-star review that said, friendly but emotionally too available. So when my phone lit up with an $87 ride, I accepted before common sense had a chance to object. The pickup location was an old cemetery, the kind with crooked tombstones, iron gates, and enough fog to suggest that several poor decisions had already been made there. I told myself it was probably just someone who liked dramatic entrances. That turned out to be optimistic. When I pulled up, the gates opened on their own. No security guard, no remote control, just the universal signal for this is a terrible idea. A woman in a long black dress glided toward the car and slipped into the back seat. Not walked. Glided. Like her feet and the laws of physics had agreed to stop speaking.
Good evening.
Her voice sounded like an antique music box with unresolved feelings. Hi, I replied, in the same tone you use when trying not to alarm a supernatural entity. I started driving. For the first 10 minutes, she didn't say a word. The car grew colder. My windows fogged up. And my pine tree air freshener began spinning like it was trying to file a complaint. I glanced in the rearview mirror. That was when I noticed something important. She wasn't there. I mean, she was physically sitting in my back seat, but in the mirror, nothing. Just my own face slowly negotiating with reality. I considered ending the ride, but surge pricing was surge pricing. Then she spoke.
My husband promised he would wait for me.
I swallowed. That's sweet.
He moved on in 1894.
I nodded. That's less sweet. Eventually, we arrived at a huge Victorian mansion on top of a hill. She opened the door, paused, and handed me a small velvet pouch.
Thank you for listening.
Then she vanished into the fog like she had somewhere eternally important to be. I looked inside the pouch. 3 gold coins, a silver brooch, and a note that said, "Please rate me 5 stars." My phone buzzed. Eleanor tipped you $500. The next morning, I learned the brooch was worth $12,000, and Eleanor had left a review. Quiet driver, respectful, did not scream. 5 stars. I gave her 5 stars too. Honestly, she was one of my better passengers. That night, just as I was heading home, my phone lit up again. New ride request. Passenger name, Abraham Lincoln. I accepted immediately.